If you're an Asian, then I'm sure you'll recognize and know someone who is very invested in some facet of Asian pop culture. Maybe they're a very dedicated K-pop fan, or maybe they're obsessed with anime and manga, or maybe something else. From the more intense fans, I have heard some say, I wish I was Asian. And I think we've all met that person who loved whatever aspect of Asian pop culture so much that they've rendered this idea in their mind that if they were Asian, they could become the 13th member of SNSD or something. But the truth is, if you say that, I think you have a delusional picture of Asian culture, and I think you're misunderstanding what it means to be Asian. Because being Asian doesn't mean you'll have the flawless porcelain skin and looks of Utsang models or idols. It doesn't mean you get to eat sushi or Chinese food every day. And it doesn't mean that your chances of marrying your K-pop bias increase whatsoever. For me, being Asian meant stupid boys saying Ching Chong Chang behind my back as they walked away, snickering and high-fiving each other as if they'd said something particularly clever. It means watching TV and looking at media and being told that the perceived idea of beauty and what an American looks like is never going to look like me. And it's people always asking me, where are you from? No, where are your ancestors from? Or do you eat dog? Or konnichiwa, that's Chinese, right? I'm judged not as an individual, but as a stereotype. And even though I was born and raised in this country, I'm always an outsider. I'm being defined by perverted ideals of my ethnicity and race. But don't give in to those stereotypes because they're not what Asian people are like at all, and they hurt more than you think. Don't think that the hardest things we have endured are failed math tests because we have endured persecution in the forms of chink and jap. We struggle to have people accept us as individuals while still maintaining our cultural backgrounds. Meanwhile, ignorant people run around declaring they wish they were Asian because they like anime and what they see in anime is what being Asian is like. And I see some of my friends crack from these struggles, maybe after a day after someone said something particularly ignorant. Maybe they'll say, I just wish I wasn't Asian because then I wouldn't have to deal with this. I'm not your Mandarin instructor, so don't come up to me and say ni hao. I'm not an exotic dragon lady with magical geisha powers. I shouldn't be a constant ambassador for my culture, but if I have to, don't fill my culture with offensive stereotypes. I'm not a neat little template for you to color yellow with your stereotypes. I am Asian, but more importantly, I'm also me.